Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Eve, and this is going to be a very concise video because today was a quick 2-hour green day. It is Christmas Eve. The market will close early today, and volume is lacking. There really wasn't a whole lot to trade, so let's break it all down real quick. Now, today there really wasn't a whole lot to watch. I had a few things to watch. The market open, SOBR, ELOG, and AZI. And, well, my most profitable stock is actually right here on TNMG today. Now, this one was a bit of a weird one because this thing wasn't, too hot into the bell. You can see here, had a big move back here in pre-market, pops from, to about 370, gives back a majority of the move, then gets popping up here out of the bell. So pretty simple setup here. It pops up at market open, back over the moving averages, and it consolidates here for a second, puts in place this opening range, and I take the breakout. And so, of course, once this gets breaking out higher, I snag an entry there at 309. Stop loss would then go at the bottom of this candle. And so I was risking, you can see here, from 309 to about 304, about 5 cents a share of risk. And I got to move here from 309 all the way to about $3.40. So about a 30-cent move. So that's a pretty big win. I'm risking 5 cents. I'm getting 30 cents out of this. That's huge. And so this was a huge play. This actually got extending pretty quickly up through VWAP and able to trade that extremely well. My final fill here, I didn't really get filled out, of course, in the 340s. My fill here is about 325. So, really at least 2-hour trade there to get my day rolling in the right direction. Then I go on and I try to play with very small size. I size down to protect my profits because it's Christmas Eve. I don't want to give back. And I'm trying to play these pullbacks for the continuation higher, and I'm just not getting it. I'm trying to make it happen. I had a good bit of cushion from this first trade. So I'm coming back playing with my profits, and I just can't get it going. I take another play here for a small win. It tries to get curling, and then I sell the rest right here beneath my entry for another small win. So I've got a win here. I've got a little loss here, and I've got a small win here. I just can't really get anything added on. So overall, end of the day, on this one, up a 2R today. So this one was quite good, but just no continuation. This thing was super thin. I just couldn't get that upside move. Now, after that, I took a loss. I know, I took a loss on HXHX. This thing gets gapping. You have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles to the upside. I'm looking for a 1-minute pullback. Well, I take that first 1-minute pullback, and I'm looking to risk off this dollar level for the curl back higher. I wait for price to confirm off those pullbacks. It does. We see a wick putting off the low. I take an entry there, or an add back there for the move back higher, and it doesn't follow through. And so again, took a small loss here. So I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. So give back a half of an R. So at this point in the morning, I was up a 2.5 R. Now I'm back at, a 2 R. Now I move on to MWG, one of the leading gappers of the morning, and was able to trade this one really well. This is a picture perfect setup. So this was beautiful. Now, this here at MWG, we've got this beautiful, look at this, these beautiful defined lows, these beautiful defined lower highs that I'm able to do something really well with. And so I see this try to, and again, you have this range back here from pre-market. So look at this. This is so. And so this candle breaks out back over your 920 and 50 EMA, confirms out of this range from pre-market. As you can see, price pulls back and confirms. So I take the entry for the breakup back into the previous highs. We get that exact move here. And of course, as we get up into those next highs, as we near, as you can see right up here under this next high, I take my full profit. But a simple little reclaim trade here where we pivot back over the 920-50 EMA, snag my entry with the stop loss at the bottom of the EMAs. And so again, able to have pretty tight risk on this. I'm in here at 56 cents, risking off of about 55 cents, about a cent of risk. And I got to move here all the way to, as you can see, 60 cents a share. So again, I risk about a cent to make about 5 cents. Okay, awesome. I'm happy with this. So really easy trade there on the little reclaim. This thing was nice, just playing that little tightening channel there, which reclaimed there after the bell. Waiting for trend 2 again, confirm back to the upside and played that back upside momentum. After that as well, I, big one today, and I missed it. It was a weird one, and I just felt myself lacking conviction the entire time I was playing this morning. I played it one time, and I just couldn't get anything going. And I hate that. I really do. Because I had the perfect entry, but I just lack conviction. See, today's Christmas Eve, and I was able to start the day, thankfully blessed, to start the day nice and green thanks to TNMG and MWG. And the last thing I wanted to do was come trade the one stock that was now moving, which is just SOBR. Everything else was already done. Everybody has stepped away for Christmas. You trade this and you give everything back, or you give back a majority. You even give back anything. And now I've got nowhere to go to make that profit back, because nothing else is moving. So I know if I was to lose on this, I'm giving back profits, and I've got no way to scrounge back anything. So I felt myself lacking conviction here, and honestly, I got pretty tilted. I was pretty frustrated. I shut down at 10 o'clock this morning. I traded for 30 minutes. I was done. Because watching this, again, it was the only thing really moving. I just didn't have conviction enough to sit here and hold through all this, expose myself on Christmas Eve where I'm up at 2 hours today. I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I don't want to give that back and then risk getting more tilted, forcing trades, and then just turning today into a disaster. So I snagged the perfect entry because we reclaimed these higher lows. Look at this. Price puts in this beautiful higher low. And it's almost an identical setup to MWG where you reclaim the EMAs and you sort of base off that past area of support. And so what I was looking for here was a simple out of this range here where you have this sort of rally-based type move where you ground this area of demand. And I was looking to trade this little pivot here. And it worked out perfectly. And I took a perfect entry. But while I'm in this trade the whole time, in my mind, I'm just thinking, man, if I take a loss on this, I'm going to be so mad. And I start getting a little bit, anxious, and it's just like, yeah, it's not worth it. Because if I take a loss on this, I'm going to be screwed. I'm going to be so tilted, it's going to ruin my Christmas Eve. So, I did the right thing. While it is frustrating because I left a lot of money on the table, this thing ended up making a significant move from my entry at 230 all the way to about $2.80. So it would have been a big play. And I would have had a massive green day today. But it's just one of those things that we can't just focus on the potential profits. We've got to look at that potential loss first and foremost. And I knew that if I took a loss on this, it would just destroy my day. And so I just didn't want to even give that a chance of happening. So that's my day. A good green day today to go into Christmas Eve on an all green week note. Today was not easy mentally because, again, I keep myself nice and green. I wanted to make something happen, but at the same time, I had to be a little bit picky and very selective. So, anywho, that is the morning recap. A little short video today, but in any case, if you did learn a thing or two from this video, make sure to subscribe for daily content just like this. And make sure to claim your 7-day free trial to watch me trade stocks just like this in real time every single day and get alerts, watch lists, chat room access, scanners, news, our new journaling app, Momentum AI, and much more. And so I will see you back on Friday. Of course, the market is closed on Christmas Day tomorrow, but I do wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. I love all of you, and I'll see you back on Friday morning for an awesome day ahead. Grab that free trial down in the description below. I'll see you back on Friday.